Hey, what's good, everybody? Jersey's Finest 186 here. Just want to say what's up to everybody. Shout out to all my Sony fans out there. You know what I mean? Much love to all you guys. Much love to the Xbox fans. Whatever. It's all about gaming, right? But I found a podcast last night. Shout out to Gaming Despair podcast. Shout out to you guys. Now, but I have to rebuttal this, man. As a hardcore Sony fan, I did not own the OG Xbox, the 360, or the One. I played the One X. I bought it in 2018, but I sold it 4 months later. It wasn't my cup of tea yet. So what I'm saying to you is the reason why I think the Series X is succeeding is because, again, like they unlocked their games to play higher frames for now. Yes, they didn't come out with a next gen Series X game like a AAA title yet, you know what I mean? But dude, they're coming. I mean, just like the PS5 games, they're coming. Halo was delayed. Horizon Forbidden West is delayed. Kena got delayed even for a month. It doesn't matter, but these games are gonna get delayed because of the situation, what's going on. This is something we have to deal with. But anyway, let's get into the video. And yeah, I'm gonna rebuttal this. I'm gonna be nice as possible, but you know, hey man, I don't, you know, it is what it is.
That's it. It's just sad to watch gaming go the way it's going. We're giving literally, they're giving props to the company that literally wants gaming to die as it is, and to become more of a business savvy instead of a less of an art type thing going.
Okay, real quick, I just want to add this. I get what you're saying, right? But these companies have to make money. Okay, the developers, it's the developers' job to bring the art and the experience as we get as gamers. It's not the company's problem. They're there to make the money. The developers' job to make us happy as gamers. You understand? That's where the nit in the butt there is. You know what I mean? Because the companies, yes, they have to make sure the developers are doing their job. You know what I mean? So it's really the developers to give us that art experience and gameplay to make us happy as gamers.
You know, like less of an experience and more of what can we do to cheaply make money. You know, cheapishly.
You're right, King, and yo, make them make money at the sacrifice of my experience. That
again, who's sacrificing your experience? For example, did you know, and I'm sure you guys do, man, I know you guys know this, you're not going to get the same capabilities at a $500 PC you can with a Series X or PS5. Nobody's sacrificing yourself. You are. You're sacrificing your own pleasure and happiness with the games and stuff like that because let's just keep going.
That's the problem I have. Like, it's become cooler now to say, well, it's great for business. I don't care what it is for business. I care about my experience.
For me as a gamer.
Yeah, what's good for me as an end user, as a consumer? Like, that is where we should be focusing. Not like, hey, you know, it's great for them, you know, that they do it. Like, you know, oh, it's for them putting their games everywhere. That's great. And it's just like, that's great to some extent. But if you look at what's happening.
You just said it. You're like answering your own debate. It's great to some extent. It's great, period. Because look, I have a PC, right? The reason being, right? This is the way I looked at it, right? Now, they're kind of smart in a way, you know? They have a console version PC, right? I mean, a console version Game Pass, and they got more games over there than they do on the PC, right? They're saying, hey, you still need the console to play those other games, guys. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta make money. But that's smart. Because look, I'm thinking about getting a Series S because I don't need the Series X. I got a freaking powerful RTX 3070 PC, so I'm good with power, but I want to play the other games. You know what I mean? The more console version games, because I don't have. I bought Rise Son of Rome with the One X, and I want to play that, and I can't download it to my PC. It says download to console. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you, bro. All right, so now I gotta buy a $300 console. Ain't nothing, man. I can, and it's still the next gen capabilities, 1080p, 1440p, 60 frames. I'm cool with that. I got the power right here, so you know what I mean. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, let's keep going.
By them putting their games everywhere, does it really add longevity to those games, or are those games compromised because that they're everywhere and not on a focused device? We gotta look at that, and that's when my.
Are they compromised? Every game ever made right now, even way back, made on a high-end PC, that gets simmered down to the consoles. Console version. You know this already. Nothing's compromised. You see, Xbox unlocked their frames for their games early on, because they knew they probably weren't going to have the next gen games out yet, so they had to do something to make the gamers happy. All right, they're allowing me, if I already had a PC, I can play Game Pass in the highest fidelity and frames ever. PlayStation does not. Why not? Why are they keeping their games locked at 60? I mean 30 rather, I'm sorry. Why? I love Bloodborne and it's still at 30 frames. I'm not saying the game's bad at 30. It doesn't make or break it. But what I'm saying is I can have a smoother, way better experience with 60 at least. What the hell's going on? But yeah, let's keep going.
Concern comes with this whole model is that Microsoft is totally diluted, and you look at games.
I think your debate's diluted, bro. No disrespect, but you know what I mean. Come on, man.
Coming in hotter than they ever have, because that flexibility of having a Game Pass.
You just said the word flexibility, bro. I can't.
Games are now on every device possible. Now is the game not focused for? You're trying to sell me a 12 teraflop closed system, but tell me the game is everywhere. Well, are you mad?
Listen to me. I just said this. You're not going to get a 12 teraflop and all the capabilities with a $500 PC, bro. I hate to tell you that, but you're not. So, whatever.
Maximizing the potential of that console. And people make fun of when Sony does it. Oh, well, the PS5 features. What do you mean? Dual sense and surround sound. Dude, that is what...
Real quick, I'm not going to have... Like, this is what I'm saying. I think it's cool to have those features, right? You know, it's cool. Let's be real. It's cool, man. But... if you're playing like something like Horizon Zero Dawn or Forbidden West, and you're like the people or whatever, dinosaurs are coming at you with your controller, like I'm gonna go wabba wabba wabba, like what the? I'm turning them off. Those features to me personally are only good for racing games. You know, I'm not gonna sit there like get out of here, man.
The PS5 is offering for a next generation experience. That is part of the PlayStation 5. Destin was running wild, going, DualSense support is paywalled. Paywalled? That's the PS5 version of the game, dude. Like,
I agree. That's a stupid argument.
He said it was paywalled for the DualSense.
Yes,
like, it's on PS5. It's on PS4.
It was a paywall to use PS5 features.
Think about that Ghost of Tsushima, how the
version, you stupid ass.
Brain dead folk.
They're idiots.
Yeah, they were saying that $10 is a paywall. Like what?
No, yeah, because they're confusing backwards compatibility with a full next gen game. Like, you know, like your game is capable of being played as a PS4 Pro enhanced game, or it gets the PS5 features, the activity cards, the tactile feedback, the 3D audio, the stuff that's
technically. We already had 3D audio. Remember the Platinum headsets? Yeah, it was 3D audio. Maybe not as much right now, but we had the capabilities last gen. Even with different kind of headset, we had 3D audio, man. So
part of a PS5 console. Those features.
Dude,
but not created a paywall.
They don't have even a next-gen console, so they don't even know.
They don't have a next-gen game, exactly. There's no Series X game. Like there isn't.
It's not like you can use the DualSense on the PS4.
No, you can't.
Exactly.
We could play with it though. I mean, that's a plus, I guess.
So it's not a paywall.
Game help features, yes, exactly.
It's like saying Game Pass is a paywall. That's like saying Game Pass is a paywall.
Yeah.
For backwards compatible games you already own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say that.
Like the paywall shit is ridiculous. Like I think people got to stop with that stuff because Xbox Live became popular because of paywalls and Netflix and all that other stuff because that added value to the service. The thing is like people are confusing backwards compatibility and Xbox enhanced backwards compatibility with a true next gen version of a game. And that's where when they said generations, it wasn't just resolution and frame rate. It was all the features of the UI, the activities, the controller, the utilization of the sound, all those things.
But why do they make consoles? To sell games. Yeah, the UI is cool. Yeah, but are you staring at the UI for 6 hours, bro? No, you're not. So, yeah, it's cool to have cool little features on the UI. Next, let's play these games. Let's get into the games. This is what I'm saying. I like the UI. It's sleek. You know what I mean? Like I agree with you, but you're not sitting there looking at the UI for freaking 10 hours. Let's be real.
Things are part of the next gen experience, and they're part of the next gen console, and that is an upgrade fee to get the PlayStation 5 version of the game, because you're playing a backwards compatible version of the game.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you're okay with them selling Ghost of Tsushima like a new game for $70? You're okay with that? You're okay with playing for a game that's been out for a year, like it's brand new, just PS5 exclusives, $70? Now, hear me out. I bought the Ghost of Tsushima for $60 like 4 months ago because I never played it. I want to play the PS5, you know, enhanced with 60 frames. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But you're saying you're okay with paying a game that's been out for a year for $70 like it's new? Like, yeah, you get a little DLC with that. I agree, but it still should only be like 50, 60 bucks with that. It shouldn't be $70. And you're talking about, oh, the company's this, they're killing gaming. Sony literally itself is almost killing gaming by doing this. I hate to tell you guys this. And if I'm gonna tell you right now, if Sony had the pocket for $600-700 billion, I guarantee you they'll have a service, PS Now, day and dates, everything upgraded. You're gonna tell me you wouldn't buy into that, man? Yeah, right. Everybody talking right now, including me, will do that. So get out of here.
The game. See, the backwards compatibility of this generation confused a lot of people. Last gen, when we had an Xbox 360 to an Xbox One, some publishers let you get that upgrade, you know, for $10, like Call of Duty Ghosts or something like that. You could pay and get the Xbox One version of the game. But guess what? If you bought a 360 version of a game and then Xbox One version came out, if there was no upgrade path, you had to buy that game again to get the Xbox One version. So
that is stupid. You know, this is exactly the point. We shouldn't pay full price again. You know, it's ridiculous, man.
So this is similar here, but we got backwards compatibility, and Microsoft felt
real quick. I'm all for buying games. Don't get it twisted. I got 400 something games. I bought 300 something games. Like, I'm all for buying games, but yo, this is ridiculous, man.
That's in everybody with their friggin' enhancements and fucking tramp stamps that they got on all their smart delivery, fucking assholes, and all this shit.
But there are options. They're there. Just like the DualSense. It's options. We can. Come on, man. Make it make sense.
They got stamps on this fucking shit. No, the smart deliveries, the velocity architecture, Matt Booty's ass, all this, the tramp stamps all over the goddamn games. They are just taking the same product and selling it 5 different ways. And
so is Sony, bro. So is Sony. What are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about. So is Sony, man. Get out of here.
And dude, that's what they're doing. They're basically giving you chicken fingers and taking those chicken fingers and giving you chicken palm.
Sony's literally doing the fucking same thing, dude. Like, make it make sense, bro.
Parmesan, chicken nuggets, chicken franchise with the same fucking chicken finger.
Damn.
I love me some chicken franchise, though.
That's what they're doing.
Yo, Jez, man, like, sometimes I feel like, you know, you got neck veins popping out.
All right, I'm gonna cut it here, guys. So obviously you guys heard this. This is what I'm talking about, man. Sony fans, my fellow Sony fans, what are we doing? Don't we want to be better with this? Don't we want the flexibility to have different options for our games? Horizon Zero Dawn's already on PC, man. It looks beautiful. And I'm not saying, you know, like, okay, so if you don't have a PC, won't you still buy a PS5 and get a PC down the road? You're not going to sell your PS5. You're still going to have your PS5. And yeah, it's like, okay, so if they have day and days on PC, would you still buy the game on the PS5? That's the key question, right? Like, maybe not, bro. But maybe you know, you'll buy it down the road. You know what I mean? Or maybe you buy it first to see how it is. I don't know, man. But you know what? On PC, they're not charging you $70. They're charging you $60. You know, Sony needs to come out with a new game plan, man. You know what I mean? I think if they had the $600 billion pocket, $700 billion, you bet your top dollar they would add the game services like PS Now, upgraded to 60 frames, whatever, 120. You know, they would have the studios and for them to work on it, and they would add day and dates, and they would charge $20 to $25. Would you still buy that? Because I will. For day and dates, $20, $25 a month. Sure, why not? Saves me a whole lot of money. Make it make sense, man. This is Jersey Finest 186, man. I'm sorry if I was a little bit harder than you guys, but I'm just saying, man. Make Sony fans, let's get together. Let's try to do something, man, because this mindset ain't working. You know what I mean? You got to make it make sense, man. Every company needs to make money. Developers are where the art style, the gameplay, and the experience come into play. It's not the company's job to make the games. It's the company's job to make the money. It's the developer's job to make the gamers and make the games. Let's be real, man. All right, I'm out, man. Stay chill and happy gaming.